Hello and welcome to another episode of Rob's Ramblings here on the Bucks and Six channel. And today we're not at the Brown Table Sports Card Collecting. We're off-site, but I had a fairly decent day in the hobby, so I wanted to create a little video here today to show you some of the things that I've acquired today. What I'm going to show in this video are some things that my aunts Gail and Lori have picked up for me this winter. They're somewhat of snowbirds. They aren't full-fledged snowbirds where they have two different residents, but they spend a lot of time in warmer climates in the winter, and they've just returned back to Wisconsin. And during their travels, they picked up some things that they gave to me today, and I wanted to thank them for that. First of all, they were very generous. I'm going to run through these items and we'll see what they got. So the first thing is already actually in the backdrop here. This is a yearbook from 1979 of the Milwaukee Brewers, the official yearbook. I haven't had a chance to dig through that yet, but it is very, very glorious, and it's 1970s look. It's kind of got a little bit of a ragged holder here, but definitely looking forward to digging into that. So thank you, Gail and Lori, for picking that up for me. Another thing that they picked up for me is this jumbo card of Bobby Witt Jr. It's hard to even get it entirely in the frame, but this is a beautiful card. Bobby Witt running out of the batter's box there. One of the finest young players in Major League Baseball right now. And then another thing that they picked up was just a stack of cards that I'm going to show you here. The first few, they bought a blaster box, and they know I'm a Brewer fan, so they just picked out all the Brewers. This is from 2026. Chad Patrick, my favorite Brewer right now, Bryce Terang. Quinn Priester hasn't yet pitched this year. He's still injured, but hopefully he'll be contributing for us soon. This is a beautiful card, team card. I like to collect Brewer team cards. This is a tremendous one, celebrating. Must have been a walk-off win. Trevor McGill had a couple of rough outings early on this year, but he's trying to get back on track. They put him more in the middle innings rather than as the closer, and he's done a lot better in that role. Isaac Collins, no longer a Brewer, but still cool to see him. He contributed to one of the most memorable Brewer seasons in recent memory last year. Isaac Collins, and then we're back to Chad Patrick. That was the first one on the stack. So thank you, Gail and Lori, for pulling those out, knowing I'm a Brewer fan. The next little stack I have here is a small stack of Pinnacle cards from 1997. And they've got this kind of a 3D effect to them, and they're Denny's release. So Pinnacle released a Denny's card. The first one here is Gary Sheffield. I don't know if I'm really getting it to show its effects too well, but you can see kind of the look. It's very similar, very reminiscent of a sports flick card. Well, there's Gary Sheffield. The next one is Dante Bichette, famously Bo Bichette's father. And actually, they had two Dante Bichettes. Ken, if you're watching, if you want this, I can send you one of these because there's two of them. I should show you the back too. The back is kind of cool. It's got this kind of hologram kind of a picture on the back, so the back is almost as cool as the front on these. So there's a couple of Dante Bichette cards. The next one is a Vlad Guerrero, another famous dad. His son is obviously making it big in the big leagues nowadays. So this was Vladimir from his years with the Expos. And then the last one is Roger Clemens. Pretty fantastic pitcher in his own right. Not a Hall of Famer, and won't get into that, but really, really cool picture of Roger there, Roger the Rocket. So those are really nice cards. Thank you, Gail and Lori, for those. The next three here, let's see what I got. I have to do some more research to find out what the next ones are for sure. This is a reprint of a card from the early 20s. I want to say, I don't sure know what the year was that this was a reprint from, but my Aunt Lori thought I would really like this card just because it's a cool catcher card. It's a cool catcher mitt from back in the day, and this Morris Mo Berg. I read a little bit about him that he became a catcher uh, after by accident, essentially, because his team had ran out of catchers and they needed somebody to try it. So he went in the game as a catcher in 1927 and never looked back. So that's kind of a cool card. The next one is a Jim Campbell from the Colt 45s. Shout out to my buddy Brent down in Houston. I don't know if you were a Colt 45 fan. I know you're an Astros fan. So Lori picked this card up for me, and then Natalie Rushman. I'm a fan of him too. These good catchers. So all three of these are catcher cards. So thank you for grabbing those for me. The next one is a Christian Yelich Rookie Cup card, and this is from 2013 Heritage. Just love this card. I do collect Christian Yelich quite a bit, and this was one that I did not have, so I really love this one. Just looking at this picture of the man, such a young photograph of him. He's not that he's old by any means now, but he's a lot older now than he was then. And he's kind of got that grizzled look to him now, but this is definitely a young man ready to start his career. So love that card of Christian Yelich. And then I've got a Bill Bruton card. This is from 1956. I don't have too many cards from the mid 50s, so this is a cool card from the Milwaukee Braves. I believe Bill Bruton was on the team that won the World Series in Milwaukee in 57. I'd have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. The next card is really cool. I love this card. This is a reprint of the 1953 Satchel Paige card, which is one of the most iconic cards in the hobby. And I know I'm not going to be able to afford something like that, but that's why I love these post-playing era cards and these reprints. This gives me an opportunity to own kind of a facsimile of an iconic card, and just love the way that one looks. So I'll really thank you, Gail and Lori, for picking that one up for me. And then last one on this stack is just unbelievably cool. This is another Heritage card, and this is a relic card it's got the correct verbiage on here. It's an authentic game-used bat of Eddie Matthews. Just love this from the Clubhouse collection. I don't know what year of Heritage this came out. It looks like 2002, if I can read that. Print is pretty small. I'm pretty sure it says 2002, maybe 2003. But anyways, no matter what year it came from, it's got the correct verbiage saying this is a authentic game-used bat of Eddie Matthews. So this card definitely climbs the ranks real high right away into my collection. One of my favorite players to collect. So thank you, Gail and Lori, for picking that up for me. And then the last thing I have to show is a collection that they came upon at a garage sale that they were at. They found a whole bunch of golf cards, just a big box, and they started picking through it, and it was just too much to pick through on site. So they just bought the whole box, and then they took the box home and they picked out kind of the cards that they thought were worth keeping and stashed those away, and then brought the rest of the box of golf cards to a golf card shop down there in Florida and sold them back. And they ended up paying like $20 total, because they paid $100 for the entire box, and then they sold the remnants of it for $80. So they lost $20 in the exchange, but in the meantime, they took a ton of cards out of there, though. So really, they got a ton of cards for some net total of $20. And one of the things they got was a 30 card set of Tiger Woods, and this is called Tiger's Tales. And so they've gifted that to me. So these cards are just beautiful. I don't know if I'll show every single one. Maybe I'll go quickly through it, but I'll give you a feel for it. These cards. This is card number 1 in the set, and the photography throughout this set is just beautiful, and it kind of is a chronological um, documentation of Tiger's career. You can see what the young man he was here in this card. One of his early year pictures and all. Oops, I just bumped my camera. So the next one here, really super young man here. Wasn't a huge Tiger Woods fan when he first busted out onto the scene, but I definitely became a big Tiger fan throughout his career. And then, of course, with his more recent issues, it's almost hard to comprehend how far he's fallen. But I'm really rooting for the man to recover and get back into a better headspace. But these cards, you can just get the sense for what they look like. The photography on all these cards are just gorgeous, and all of these cards are in pristine condition. So I don't know if I'll go through all of these. Maybe I'll go through some of them a little bit more quickly here. You can see, get the idea of this set. This is a beautiful card here. Another portrait photograph of him. So these cards, really appreciate Gail and Lori for snagging this for me. This set will find a way into my displays somewhere. I have to kind of come up with a plan. This is a beautiful picture too. Love all these pictures. I haven't shown a lot of golf cards on my channel recently, but I do have a nice corner of my collection dedicated to golf cards, and I will show those probably throughout the summer a little bit, some more of them. It's kind of embarrassing how much I haven't shown golf cards on my channel, given the fact that I've collected them so much. But this is a beautiful card here too. I'm getting some glare. I apologize for that. I'm not in my normal setup, so I don't have my normal lighting and so forth, but wanted to get this video done today since Gail and Lori gave me these cards today. So the rest of these cards is flipping through these. Whoops, I'm getting in the glare a lot, but thank you, Gail and Lori. I really, really love all of these cards that you gave me, particularly the Eddie Matthews Bat Relic. But all of these cards, really, I do appreciate it. So before I sign off here, I am going to say that I had another experience today. I was at a card show, and some of my close buddies know what I got at the show. I've sent some pictures, and I'm going to make a separate video to show my pickups at the show. But I wanted to put together this video just to thank my aunts, Gail and Lori, for the items that they picked up for me on their travels this winter. Really appreciate all of it. So thank you so much. I'll get this off to the side. You can see the yearbook from 1979 for the Brewers. Looking forward to digging into that. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I apologize if the lighting was a little wonky today. But until next time, everybody, enjoy the hobby and stay true to yourself.